Once again, Cobra is on it. On that button, ready to go. Very nice. Some dogs barking next door. I keep thinking it's part of the music or something. But I don't think it is. Echo.
What?
There should not here. There should not be.
Hello, peasants.
Oh, I see. Good idea. Damn. Whoops. There we go. How about now? No echo now, right? That is, yeah. That's because I went on a different stream. Was there an echo? Marco, was there an echo? All right. Yeah, I forgot to reset one little thing. Oh, I check things. I still forget. Okay. Music. Sim sounds. No one can hear it but me. Can I hear it? I'm barely. Very quiet sim sounds. And hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for the sub. Was it Bunkfloss? It was Bunkfoss. Bunkfoss, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it. Photoman, g'day. How you doing? What's up? How you be? We are back on the one today. Our first stop is very quick because I was messing around last night making sure my sim would run, which it did not run well on the big Microsoft Simulator stream with thousands of people watching. Fair dinkum. Day 4, 758 nautical miles, 189.5 nautical miles average, just a little over 200 miles with a stop after 16 miles because I discovered a flight museum that is in the sim. So we must go there and check it out. Don't freeze on me. I had problems on the stream, and I thought on the stream with all the flyers, and I thought, okay, it's probably just all of the good afternoon, Debo Fly. It is morning here in Australia. It froze. So yeah, I thought my sim problems were because I was flying with so many people, and it was really, really, really stuttery. And then I came back in yesterday. And this happened. This happened to me yesterday. This sim is frozen, I believe. Yes, there we go. Oh, yay. I take it all back. Everything's perfect. Nothing is wrong except that I told it to load in with all the stuff, and it didn't. But that's a black magic thing. Black square. Black magic. That's a black square problem, not a sim problem at all. No problem at all. So yeah, and 16 miles down the road is a flight museum. We'll basically get it started, and we will be landing. Be starting up, and then landing immediately. Now, let me see if I still remember how to do things from the last time I was here. Yes, I do. Sure. There's the second camera. And I have nothing to do because even though I told the pad, maybe I switched planes after I told it to load in, switch versions after I said to load in with all the gear on there. This has dirt on it, but it doesn't change. It's just permanent dirt. This is the black square 208, and we are on Highway 1. Oh, geez, I forgot something. Can you believe that I, of all people, would forget something? Let me take you back over here whilst I open my map. Oh, really? And I also have to set on my views again. I must have switched. What the heck happened? I had everything set up yesterday. Oh, there it is. Okay. I know what's wrong. You have no idea what I'm talking about because You're over there. There we go. So we set that. That's perfect. Okay, now set this. Sometimes I forget I have to center my camera for everything to work perfectly. So there we go. Everything is now working perfectly. We'll see how the start goes. We'll just see. There's very quiet aircraft. I noticed that yesterday. It doesn't make a lot of noise. And it really should use the checklist. Let's put that back there. And that's there. That's good. And this should not be in beta. So bring that up out of beta. It's weird. It goes into beta at the back of my throttle movement, which is good and not good. I don't want it in beta when I start. So as far as I recall, it's a pretty simple start. We turn on the battery. And, oh, wait, turn off the battery. It's a very easy way to avoid that noise when you turn the battery on. There you go. Fuel is on. Turn on the battery. Aha! It just beeps a little bit. Fuel boost is on normal. Turn it on. Check the fuel pressure somewhere. Wherever the fuel pressure is. I've got volts. Where's the fuel pressure? Way over there? Oh, up here. Right up here. PSI, good. And we don't need that for start, I don't think. Whoops, we need that. We'll leave that on because it's better to have it on. The ignition on. There we go. Standby alternator can stay off. These can stay off for start. Just got home. We'll join you shortly. Okay. That reminds me of the song I was thinking of playing. We'll turn on, not the seatbelt light. These are hard to see. There's nav, beacon. We'll turn on the beacon in the nav pre-start. We will then make sure that the fuel is off. Fuel is off. Very good. Back up to this view. We're watching our gauges here. If ITT goes up too far, we would cut fuel, but we introduce fuel at where is it? NG, about 10 to 12%, 15% NG. So let's hit the starter motor. Oh, wait, the other thing that I forgot yesterday and broke this plane was alt static source. I think I got to pull this on or it'll fill up with dirt immediately. I believe that is the run. My static source, you don't want the air coming straight in from a dirt strip, and this simulates that all too well. Okay, so turn this down, turn that up, go to start. Engine cranking. Watching this gauge here. About that point, I can induce fuel. Just to the first notch. It's really hard to get that correct. It's jumpy. It's very jumpy. Now, once it gets to the green, I have a start, and I can turn off the ignition in the starter. There it is in the green. It's steadying out. Look at the animation on that. It's just fantastic. Fuel pump stays on. Starter comes off. Ignition comes off, or to normal. And what else is on here? We have generator
now, what
off.
I have for your starters
pump
today is
on.
a potato-encrusted scallop with lobster foam. And we're going to top that with some nice cream fraiche.
Ooh, that was kind of late, but thank you. Thank you, sir. We're getting lazy over here at the Flights with Joel. What did I just say? Generator. Generator, I always have trouble finding here for some reason. It is where? Here? No, that's standby power. Where is the generator? Battery, fuel, generator, right there. Reset, it is on. You have to reset. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the generator, right there. There, now I should have one less yellow light. Nope, not yet. Aux fuel pump is on. Okay, I can turn that off or to normal. And the generator is on. That's ignition. Generator is on. Why is that showing that? Is it just because I don't have enough throttle? Let's bring the prop full forward. And the prop is still in beta. There we go. Prop's out of beta. Generator still shows off. I've not found the generator. Okay, let's go back over here. Sorry, I was busy starting. That's quite all right. Obviously. So nav and beacon on. These are my taxi and recognition lights. Want those on. Strobe can stay off. Seatbelt, choke, cabin. I shouldn't need ice or pitot heat. I'm still looking for my generator. Standby power. Avionics standby power. Avionics bus tie. And on the left side. So I'm on the left. Beethoven, how you doing? Happy Sunday to you. Where's the dang generator? I found it yesterday. This is the standby. Is it this? No. Starter bus. External power. It says reset and on. Just above the avionics. Just above the avionics. So this? It's my standby generator. Yeah, that's not it. Generator off. Just above the avionics is ignition and starter. Fuel boost. Battery. External power. Generator. Does it have to go to trip? Is that the deal? I had it yesterday. To the side of that. So these? Nope, that's not it. The label is above this. It's above the switch. So, I was thinking this was the ignition. That is the generator. Ignition is here. So it starts without the ignition being on. That's interesting. You don't really need the ignition. Nope, that wasn't it. Ignition is on. That's the ignition. This is the starter. What did he say? The label is above the switch. How bizarre. Okay, it's below it. I was right. So I keep hitting reset and nothing happens. It says it's on. So what does the light say? The light says generator. Oh, there it goes. I just held it to reset. When I held it to reset, it's on. The light says, get it together, dude. Learn your plane. Yeah, that's it. It was actually, yeah. You have to have the power on. It's so crazy. And this is going to reset momentarily. But the flight plan doesn't load into there either. Anyway, that's the other thing I was going to do. Load my flight plan. I'm going to load it into the little nav maps first. Although I don't even need that necessarily. Sure helps though. The built-in map is just not as good. It just is not as good, but I'm going to put it in here anyway. I'll put it in here also. Whoops. Because I'm always wondering if it's suddenly going to, if the avionics is suddenly going to work and I'm going to have it in my GPS. One day, it'll happen. One day, it will just appear out of nowhere. And I'll have it in my GPS. Maybe after SU5. Perhaps. Sim Update 5 still Doesn't have an exact date. It could be tomorrow. It could be Tuesday. It'll probably happen Tuesday because that's the next time I'm planning a flight. So that's most likely when it'll happen. Which is okay because I have a podcast tomorrow. So yeah, 16.5 miles to Shell Harbor. And the reason is because there's not only an updated airport, a bespoke airport, there is a flight museum, and there's some cool stuff about it. There is some cool stuff about it. I have 5 knots of wind. It's on my tail. I'm still going to turn around and take off. I'm just going to turn around and take off from this runway, and I think I'll be all right because my static air source is on alternate. I think I'll be okay. I actually want a degree of flaps, which always seems weird in a aircraft that... Oh, look at that. What does that do? Cargo pod. There's a key for the car. So what happens when I click that? Did that just open the cargo pod? It did! Oh my gosh, did anyone know about this? This is news to me. Whoa. How cool is that? I did not know that. And then I click it back over here. No. Oh, great. It won't do the same thing over. The last week I made the big Merino rather popular. Even Conti didn't know it. Oh, no kidding. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? It's quite funny. Now, yeah, how do I get them to close? Do I have to, like, go into my... I do. Go outside and click the pod doors. So I'm outside, but they won't click. I have to literally go... You mean go outside with my character, I think. I have to literally go out here with it running. So I shouldn't have clicked that. And close all the doors. Still love that grass moving around. Okay. And we better check the other side. Let's go around this way. Yeah, I'm having the same... Oh, no, it's smooth. Okay. The glitchiness was my steps. Me taking steps in the sim. That's what was glitchy. Just a smidgy bit, though, not a bunch. Much better today because I am not so popular as Microsoft official. That stream is too popular. I think I had the maximum amount of multiplayers in there. Close the pod bay door, Hal. Close the pod bay door, Hal. And we are... Oh, wait. This is not set. And I'm not... Oh, it's still not set. I have to set it manually. I'm at 4 feet. I know I'm not at 0 feet. Where's the knob? Where's it? Oh, there it is. I am not at 0 feet. Just about there. Yeah. That's about perfect. There we go. Did you ever notice that if you add one letter to HAL, you get IBM? Okay, I'm trying to work this out in my mind. Did you ever notice that if you add one letter to HAL, you get IBM? Oh boy, that's a programmer joke. I'm lost on that one. There's the not yet updated 407. Let's see how I do with later labels on. There's Crawdad. I also thought it could be the labels yesterday, but it's not. It's not. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. This is actually a good helicopter stream. I just had done several of them recently. And we're rolling. We are rolling before we take off. Even got an H120 with us. Before I take off... Oh, that's beta. I have to make sure everything's set. So my flaps are set. That's full forward. I need the conditioner lever all the way forward. The flaps are down. The lights are on. The generator's on. No lights on the panel. H plus 1 equals I. Oh! But you said, did you ever notice that if you add a letter, that would be like plussing a letter? I don't know. That is very much a computer programmer joke. Big time. Yeah, or a math joke or something. I don't know. Little bit of pull. Just a little bit. Easy does it on the yoke. Imaginary yoke. The conditioner level is maxed out. Pull it back, is that what you're saying? Oh, yes, it is. Wow, the throttle, the way I have my throttle set, it goes all crazy. So I don't need full throttle, basically, in this aircraft. I do not need it. Completely unneeded. And I can close this now. I mean, open it, actually. That would be opening it. Yep, still having a little bit. He's got Fabio hair. Conditioner is maxed out. He's got Fabio hair. Oh. Oh yeah, we're flying now. We're flying now. We don't need a lot of altitude. I'm going around these. There's a lot of hills right here. Not really any mountains, but a lot of hills. So we're just going around those for the moment. Everything seems to be in order. I am pulled back, flaps up. That'll give me a lot more speed. There we go. Let's get everything in the green here. Wow, I really have to pull stuff back a lot. That's good. Oh, sun's right in my eyes. Right in my eyes. Did I reset? Whoops. Did I reset for the right time now? No, I'm going to set for there it is. We're right at sunrise. Now the sun's more in my eyes. Oh, that was a good idea. Okay, we're going over this way. There is the highway there, right? So we're immediately, let's follow the highway and then we'll detour over to the airport. What is it? Shell Harbor? Shell Harbor. Is that where Shell Gas started? Hey, it worked! Check it out, it worked! 148 kittens, 2,000 feet. The sun is way worse now. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Cool. It's fun because the road goes right along the coast. If I'm catching the right road. I've got the right one. There it is. Keep it on my left. Keep it on my left where the generator switch is. And is anything dying yet? There it is. Cobra has entered the airspace. How much time do we have before we hit the airport? I think we have enough time. I think we have enough time. Let me just get this figured out here. Yeah, I think we got time. Since Cobra has entered the airspace now, we'll hit that.
Hey pilots, this is Flight for Joe, coming to you live from Australia. Come join the flight. Yeah, we're going all the way round. sound. Wheels lift, we're skyward bound. Red earth waking far below. Long road winding, here we go. Around we go, around we go. Highway 1, come on, join the show. Around we go, around we go. Feel the vibe, now let it flow. Golden coast on the left side glow. Endless blue where the sea winds flow. Jump in, chat, yeah, roll with us. Feel that lift, that endless rush. Down under, but we rise above. Spirits soar like the skies we love. You're right here, don't watch alone. This is your flight, welcome aboard. Highway 1, we're chasing the sun. Around Australia, come have some fun. Highway 1, yeah, we've just begun. All together, we fly as one. Around we go. Join the flight, don't fly solo. Around we go. All in now, let's go, let's go. City lights to the outback wide. Switching scenes on this endless ride. From your screen to the open sky. You're flying here.
I believe I have airport in sight.
Ride. 14,000 K to fly. Every mile through the sky. Flights with Joel, yeah, drop a follow. Join the flight. Let's go full throttle. Highway 1, we're chasing the sun. Round Australia, come have some fun. Highway 1, yeah, we've just begun. All together, we fly as one. No worries now. Hear the sound. Voices rising all around. Chat lights up, we feel that glow. You're right here, part of the show. Feel it rising, engines roar. More and more and more and more. Sky and road in perfect sync. Round we ride, don't even blink. Around we go, around we go. Highway 1, come on, join the show. Around we go, around we go. Feel the energy, let it grow. Highway 1, we're chasing the sun. Round Australia, come have some fun. Highway 1, yeah, we've just begun. All together, we fly as one. Flights with Joel. You're not watching, you're flying.
Nice. Thank you once again, Cobra. That is awesome. I was listening to the song, watching Red Heron. I completely forgot that in order to make this landing, I need to descend. I need to get lower. Much, much lower. And yeah, so I'm doing some S-turns to try and make up for my mistake here. And it's working. It's working pretty good. The best approach would almost be to stay on the highway until you were right in line. So what is that beeping? I don't know what that beeping is. Is that a proximity warning? I keep getting that beeping on landing. I wonder if it's because I'm in beta. Maybe that's it. More flaps. Oh, I can't bring the throttle back anymore, can I? No. Throttle will not come back anymore. That is it. More flaps. I'm going to try and get in by that first taxiway is the museum. It's actually a runway, isn't it? No, it's a taxiway. That first taxiway Takes you right to the museum. Oh, we've got it. Easy. Easy peasy. Absolutely. Just about there. I'm actually going to be a little bit short, aren't I? Or am I going to be perfect? Nope, just a smidge short. Oh, look at that thing. And there's my beta right there. Easily stopped, out of beta. Cruise right over here. I just went here to kind of test the flight, to test the everything. Aircraft, weather, things are working. KevSim Corner, hello, welcome in. And I discovered that there was a plane parked here that I don't own. So it wasn't one of the aircraft just parked at an airport. It was something really cool. And so I had to check it out. And it's an aircraft museum right here. Brakes, brakes, brakes. This really is a quiet aircraft. And this is going to work better because I'm going to look at this museum real quick. It's going to work better if I just turn everything off. I know how to start it now. We know how to turn it back on. Fuel boost pump is normal. All that's good. Avionics can come off. And bring the conditioner all the way back. I think that's how you do it. Listen to that. All right, let's make sure my brakes are on. Are they? Well, I think that was on. I think that just turned them on. Bring the conditioner lever back and turn off all this other stuff. Off, 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 off. That stays where it is. That can go off. And that can go off. And that prop is stopped. And so now I'm going to fly around and check this out because it is really spectacular-ish. Spectacular-ish. We'll see how it looks now that we're all here. See what I think. Still doing 3 things at a time. Even though I have 3 monitors, it only lightens the load a smidge. All right. There we go. Let's get rid of this guy. No, not you. We're going to get rid of that for the moment, unless someone turns it back on. And here is our first aircraft. So this, we are at Shell Harbor. And this is the, let's get it right. Turn this guy off. We are at, obviously, an aviation museum. It is the Aviation Museum Australia. Aviation Museum Australia. At Shell Harbor, basically. Australia Hall of Fame, parks, tours, displays, flying, static. So they have a number of flying aircraft, and this is one of them. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is a Grumman S2EG tracker. Is that right? Does that match my picture that I'm looking at? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Got that funny thing coming out the back. Let me see if there's a... I think Aussie Poly just announced they're working on one of these. Oh, cool. Neptune. It's a Neptune. So that's the wrong one. Oh, there's only... Wait a minute. Yeah, flying aircraft. I thought I saw way more of flying aircraft. I did. They have a Dover. They have a Caribou, de Havilland Caribou. Lockheed Neptune. There it is. This is the P2V7. The Neptune, and it's a flying model. There are a whole lot more of these actually sitting on the tarmac here, but I don't know why they didn't want to model them all. And then they have this Qantas 747. Now they have another one, Spirit of Australia, and it says Long Beach, which is kind of funny. That is not listed among the flying aircraft because it's actually listed at a different museum. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Oh, wait, maybe it's just under the static displays. One of the things they have as a static display is a Westland Wessex. A Westland Wessex. They also have a Douglas DC-2. Long Beach, not beach. Oh, Long Reach. Long Reach, you're right. Sorry, Long Reach. Not Long Beach. I automatically read it as Long Beach. So let me throw that up there. Did that work? Or am I on the wrong? No, I'm still on that. Okay, do that. Here's actually the pages I'm looking at. I just thought this was too cool not to stop and have a look. These are all the things that they're working on, right? These are, no, these are the static aircraft. They have another restoration area. So these are all static aircraft inside this museum and not flying. Look at all these. So there's the 747 City of Canberra 4-engine large long-range passenger aircraft, if you've never heard of it. So I think, I'm not sure, but I think this one is actually in Canberra, not here. Oh, and then look at this Cobra. They have a Cobra, a Bell UH-1 Huey Cobra, which is what I expect Cobras to look like that. Can I actually see much about it? Oh, just a better picture. A much better picture. There we go. All right. So, yes, absolutely got the Cobra. So this is like your place. I am going to find the home to this and throw that in if anyone's interested in seeing more stuff. Are you Lex Dixick? Long Reach and Long Beach. That wouldn't be Lex Dixick. That doesn't jive. That doesn't make sense. There we go. Let me go back over here. And, oh, I'm on the red heron cam. I didn't even realize it. I pushed too many buttons, but that's a good shot too. Let's go back to me for a moment, and we'll go right back there. Look at look at all this. Look at the detail here. What they're missing is all of the, I think there's 20 or so aircraft sitting outside, but the one they included, which is one of our favorites, Neptune did a non-stop 55-hour flight from Perth, Australia to Columbus, Ohio. They still have it in the museum in Pensacola. Oh, wow. Oh, I bet the museum in Pensacola is really good. I bet that's a really good museum. Yeah, there's
okay, that's pretty impressive.
That's a good sound. Who came in, Grandpa? Thanks for that. That was a good one. Good effect, man. Like it. Like it. Now, there's one of these in Eugene. There's one of these where I live, at the airport where I live, and it's far more spacious than I expected. It's a lot bigger than I pictured. You walk in right... Well, actually, we walked into the back. You're not going to be able to get into this one. We walked in back here, and you can stand up, like easily stand up in there and walk around. Pretty big aircraft. Pretty cool. So I just thought we should stop here real quick, have a look at this airport. The rest of the airport has also been done, been given the treatment. Unfortunately, I could not figure out a way to go inside. I thought, oh, maybe they have aircraft inside. They don't, even though I just saw an airport worker go inside. No, it's not that good, but it's good. It's pretty good. So that is all that we have here for now. Where am I? Where did I go? There we go. I'm watching the wrong. I'm watching the other camera. I should just put it up. There we go. Let's watch that for a moment. Good for me to practice my transitions. We have more aircraft than the museum has. Look at this. The Flights with Joel Group Flight Museum. There's a Cessna 208. There's what do we got here? Forgetting all my plane names, of course. Vertigo. There was a Vertigo. I think that's another Vertigo there, right? I think it is. Yes, a Vertigo and a Vertigo. And we have a 407 somewhere in that crowd. Oh, and there's a PC-12 with us at the museum. This is a museum fly-in. Now we shall be on our way. Let's see. Oh yes, I should go back to this. I'm getting it. I'm starting to get this whole buttons thing. A new buttons thing, because the greatest thing was I was watching Two-Tone the other day, and he just reset everything and was having the same kind of difficulties I do. So I like seeing that. It's not just me. It is not just me, okay? You know what I haven't done? We might check our fuel load, because yeah, we have plenty. We have plenty for a good bit here. Turn on some lights. That's my seatbelt. I don't care about that. Man, these are hard to see, I'm telling you. Oh, that's what I want. The beacon is this one, and the nav light is that one. That's what I want. Fuel boost pumped on. The generator will be reset in a moment. Ignition to on. And before I do that, I want to get up here, make sure my conditioner's all the way back. It is. Hit the starter button. This thing wind up. Induce fuel. Let it wind up some more. Very nice. As soon as this gets steady, it's about there. You can turn that off. Turn that off. Hit reset. Hey, I got it this time. Everything worked. Everything worked. It's fantastic. I don't have any passengers, so I don't need those lights. Put my driving lights back on and bring my flaps up. Where are my flaps? There they are. Bring those up. We're just about ready to depart. And I'm going to reset my altimeter. This says 27 feet, and my altimeter says almost 100 feet, so it's changed already. What is going on with my altimeter? Okay, we are all set. Check, check, check. Condition lever all the way forward, not condition lever, the prop forward. What aircraft is that, and how do I have it? It's probably not what it's supposed to be. That's probably looking different than it's supposed to. All right, release the brake. Release the hounds. I'm not in beta this time. All right, eventually I will get this. You do need to keep on the brakes though. It taxis too fast. It's too fast. Just cranking it around. We're gonna take off the same runway where we come in at. I love there's a little bit of squeak on the rudders. My rudder pedals actually squeak below my desk, but I'm hearing squeak from the rudder pedals in this 208 because apparently it's an older 208. Conditioner lever forward now. The prop is forward. Our flaps are down. We don't need full power. We don't need full throttle on my throttle. There we go. That should be plenty of throttle. Are those flags ahead of us or cranes? Oh, those are cranes in the harbor. It is called Harger. Fugazi. Fugazgi. How you doing? Condition, just condition. Is this back to the Fabio jokes? We are. Okay, flaps going up. Oh, those aren't cranes, those are power lines. We have a lot of power lines out here. Following the one around Australia. Now, our next stop should be a little bit further. You are welcome to join, absolutely. All of our flights are open group flights. We usually fly GA aircraft. We fly helicopters on Tuesdays. You are welcome to join. I haven't touched my autopilot yet, so that's pretty good. That is a good thing. I think that's the M1 just below me. And how is my power now? Pull the prop back. There we go. I am in the Black Square 208 Cessna. If anyone is just joining, and it's tricky. You can break it. I think you could break it much easier than an actual PT6. That's my opinion. From everything I understand about the PT6, this is kind of easy to break. Oh, I see. The M1 gets really confusing when you get into any town in this area. It gets hard to stay on the freeway. Camera 2 has a lot of cargo in his aircraft as I watch. Always got to be working. You making the big bucks on this flight? Fire. Oh, you're seeing a fire. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, well, fire season has definitely started in the East Coast. I think it's Georgia has a big fire. And East Coast of U.S. Georgia and South Carolina, maybe? A couple large fires already. I just saw where we are expecting a hot, dry summer, although I haven't seen it yet. But I shouldn't say that because... Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a factory. Is the factory on fire, or is that just a factory and it has smoke? Wow, I wonder if that's a structure fire. That is wild. Obviously, we have some... oh, it is a structure fire. Not a forest fire. Interesting. I forget how fast this guy goes. Pretty fast. I'm at 160 now, and I think I'm at a reasonable. Oh, I see what I did. I think I'm at a reasonable power level. I'm still in the red on the torque. There we go. Let's take it just out of there. Pull it back just out of there. Hey, somebody's over there on YouTube. Welcome in. Andrew, have possibly just used the 3D model of the 747 from Long Reach, which was also modeled as part of the Australia update, which is what this is from, yes. Still processing. Oh, it's still processing. I think that museum is from Update 7. And now we're getting another one, which is World Update something. Cloud Building Factory. It's a cloud building factory. Well, it is today, isn't it? It is today. Now I can kind of stay on my my plan, and I will be on the M1. The plan pretty much follows it. There's some kind of playing field down there. Probably football. Could be Australian football. Could be rugby. It could be soccer or whatever. This is getting very nice out here. I'm still getting some glitchiness, just a little bit. How's everyone else's sim doing? Seem to have smooth sailing from Red Heron. No glitch here, even with wake turbulence. You have wake turbulence on? You're on 28 FPS. That's not bad. Is it a smooth 28 or is it a jumpy 28? My frame counter isn't working, the one I usually use. I would have to turn on my developer mode to see the frames. I go more by whether it's smooth or not. Yesterday, though, was really bad. It figures. I go on a massive stream and things just start falling apart. But today is, today is not terrible. It's just a little bit of glitch, which I don't usually get. Usually it's smooth as silk, but I'm getting just a little bit. Hey, thank you for the follow. Sofa Bascan. Sofa Bascan 53. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for following the 3 people who followed Friday, which they're probably not here, but if you are, thank you so much for the follow from Friday.
When you're living in
Wait a
a
minute.
van down by the river.
How did Flight Simulator 2025 how were you able to get that screen name? That is awesome. Flight Simulator 2025, thank you for the follow. Is that somebody we already know? Is that somebody with a second account? Anyway, appreciate it. That's when I started Flight Sim. Oh, no kidding. Just a year? Did you start with this simulator? That is pretty amazing if you did. If you never simulated before and you started with this simulator, don't believe what you read. It's better than some people say. Yeah. This is a pretty darn good sim compared to what came before it. You love flight simming. Awesome. That is awesome. I was really surprised. They did this NavGraph, did a survey, and the results just came out. A lot of people answered the survey, but this big surprise to me, I finally downloaded it and dug into it a little bit more. Storm, g'day. G'day. Can you fly a shipment of hobbits to Isengard for me? We're in Australia. That would be Iceland. That would be Iceland. That's funny because I was just. Then you should be Hello Wall 1978. Oh my gosh. Wow. I wasn't even born then. Isengard is in New Zealand. Not Iceland, New Zealand. I just watched the 3 Lord of the Rings movies. Boy, is that a lot of... It took me weeks, but they're still great movies. So interesting you should say that. Is there any good sceneries in Flight Sim in Iceland? Iceland is just good everywhere. I think Iceland just looks amazing in the sim. So does New Zealand. Iceland and New Zealand will just look amazing because they are what they are. I don't know specifically which airports. There are almost everywhere there's good scenery. Surman is doing ATC from the tower of Isengard. Okay. Ready for the new LOTR to come out? I'm not sure. I'll try it. I'll give it a try. Give it a shot. It's amazing how much it's getting panned already when no one's even seen it. And I have a pet peeve about the behind the scenes before the scenes are released. They're doing all these behind the scenes shows. It's like, well, I haven't even seen a scene in front of the scenes. But that's my own thing. My fave plane I use is the Phoenix Airbus 319. Yeah, I mostly fly the smaller planes, but whatever you like. A320, 737. I don't even know what the people's favorite Airbus is. Default AI traffic in 2024 gets a serious upgrade with 1,000+ real airline liveries. Really? In SU5? I didn't think they could do that. You also have the A320. I'm forgetting which A320 is better. Is it I&I builds? I think I&I has a really good version of the A320. N321. So you like the Airbuses. I just saw another meme about Airbus versus Boeing. Boeing 737, they showed the cockpit with all the dials and switches, and the Airbus, they showed a button that said up and one that said up and one that said down. You like the fly-by-wire A320 and the A380. Of course it is. Of course it is. Always up to yourself which plane you love. And it will probably change as you go along, as you fly. Fly-by-wire is free. So I was very surprised at the age of people flying, or people who answered the survey for NavGraph, because I was always assuming, and especially from going to some flight sim conventions and meeting developers and a lot of different people, I always thought the age was older, above 30. But the biggest age bracket in the flight simulator world right now is 15 to 20, 15 to 24, something like that. It's a small margin difference, but that's the most users are like in the 15 to 24 age. NavGraph is amazing to use, isn't it? I don't use it just because of the type of flying I fly, but the fact that it's available is really great. Oh, we're already in Sydney. Holy mackerel. We're already in Sydney, just approaching Sydney Airport, and I hope there's not too many people using the Southeast Asia server in multiplayer, because we don't pay a lot of attention. Look at, ooh, wow. There's a bunch of us here today. A bunch of flyers. I always think it's a bunch. It's usually about 10. 10 to 12. 35, so I'm not that young anymore. That would be what I would think was closer to the average age, like 35 to 45, but it's not. It's actually younger right now. And it drops off a lot over 50. Drops off really quickly. So what do I got? An 8-knot wind. I'm still 34 right or 34 left. Either one is going to work fine. Might fly to Turkey tomorrow. We are flying the entire circumference of Australia on the A1. So there's a highway in Australia that goes all the way around it, and that's what we're doing. Different aircraft every flight. We fly Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, although Tuesdays we often take off in helicopters and do something totally different. Like maybe go see some amazing waterfall scenery. Absolutely stunning. Australia is really well done, and it's going to get an upgrade next month. So within our next few flights, we're going to get an upgrade here. How come I'm not seeing the runways? Oh, that's why. The runways are right there. Okay, I'm going to cowboy it. A little bit of a cowboy approach here. I have a very long runway. And what are we even doing? Touch and go? I'm going to land for a second and look at my map. I think that beep is that it wants flaps. I think that's what that is. That's all I can figure. Unless it is because I'm in beta. We have found a couple of kangaroos so far. They do have kangaroos in 2024. And because your name is Flight Simulator 2025, I'm getting confused now. Ooh, look at that landing. Look at that. Nice. And everyone's right in line. You've got quite a crowd landing with you there. I am just behind you. It's amazing. Just there. Ooh, I messed up the last minute because I was switching cameras. There we go. Put it in beta. Don't hardly even need brakes. I'm going to pull off to the side momentarily. Okay, I will need some brakes. I lied. There we go. No, that's quite all right. It's my fault I'm streaming. If I didn't want to be confused, I shouldn't be streaming, right? Cross Hyperu. What's going on? Rating with a party of 18. I believe this is a new person to the stream. Welcome in. Welcome. We are just stopped momentarily in Australia on our flight around the country on Highway 1. And because I'm stopped, it's very easy for me to give a shout out. There you go. Hope you had a good stream. Thank you so much for rating. Nudies sent by at Cross Hyperu. Oh, Marco got it too. You got a double shout out. That's a lot of planes. Yeah, it is a fair amount of planes. I've been doing this for a while, and it's always a group flight, and people like to fly along. A few helicopters as well. Helicopters, planes. I'm in the Black Square 208, which is really great aircraft. There we go. The BS-208 is such a great plane, isn't it? It's awesome. I needed to shorten it, or it never fit. It doesn't fit into the description because they only give me so many words. Even the Asoba one is pretty okay. It's pretty okay to fly. I kind of like the 208. I don't know what it is about it, but it's a workhorse. I guess that's it. It is a workhorse. So we go over here. There it is. And we switch that. We are at Sydney. Now, we have been to Sydney a few times. We mostly go downtown. That's just what we're going to do again. We're going to hit some bridges. We got to fly by the Opera House, under a bridge or two. We've not really seen this part of the city, but that's okay. Maybe next time. And then we're going to just fly out this way. Continuing on the A1, which gets really hard to spot. There it is. It's hard to spot on the map, but it actually shows up pretty clearly as you're flying. And just keep going and keep going. Oh, I see. Our next runway is a ways out. Why did I make that so far out? What did I do that for? What was my thinking there? This means I'm going to have to take a short break now because I've got a lot of flying until I land again. Yeah, that's going to be a minute. So there we go. Perfect. Perfect. We're going to take a short break now. I always say short break. It's the same length of break every time I take the break. We'll be back in just a few moments. Gonna get me a snack. I hope you do too. So it's Rosella Riker. I remember it's a nice little plane. Oh, I read that already.
Well, are we stopped?
We're stopped, sir.
Good. Well, why don't we take a 5-minute break?
Very good, sir.
Yeah, is that the one the game gives you some jobs with campaigns in campaign mode? It does. Except it doesn't use this particular one because this is an add-on. This is the black square version. But a fair amount of jobs in the career mode do use the 208. And I can't remember if this can be used. I think you might be able to substitute this out. I don't use career mode a lot. Anyone know? Can you use the black square in the career mode? Anyone knowledgeable about that? I'm gonna bring my flaps up before I jump out. You flew that in the career mode when I played around with that. Yeah, yeah. You would have flown it. This one is you can be broken and is every button and switch works. So it's a bit more. It's upgraded a lot compared to the Asobo one. But it's, yeah, you have to really be into this kind of plane. What am I looking for? Oh, one more button. I was going to look over here. There we go. Okay. Let me take you out to break and leave you with our Cam 2 for a moment. And let me put my brakes on. I'm going to leave it running, and hopefully I won't mess it up. I think it can sit here and run for 6 minutes. I think it'll be just fine.
name's Jeff.
Here we go. Hit that. Go to that. We're back. All right. We are back. I'm still munching. Riker says, lately, though, I enjoy playing DCS and haven't been interested in coming back to Microsoft Flight Sim. I guess I enjoy the combat side of aircraft rather than simply flying them as civilian. I did enjoy the helicopter jobs until I hit game-breaking bugs that I gave up on, and another reason I moved over to DCS a long time ago. And especially, I understand, DCS, great simulator as well. I think a lot of people went back to who were playing Microsoft went back to 2020 because of those bugs. It turns out, I guess what I'm finding is I just love flying around with folks from around the world in these group flights and checking out funny scenery, like big sheep. Last week we saw a great big sheep. It was hilarious. This flight we just saw an awesome flight museum. But yeah, I totally get it if you like the combat. And also, I mean, there's a lot of things about DCS, like planes can run into each other and such. It's a higher level of detail from what I understand. I still haven't ever played it, but I know there are some people who were doing both, and when this came out, they kind of stuck with DCS. All right, I can go right back on the runway that I came in on and get it right back in the air. Let me just get it ready, and we will go check out. Well, I'm going to go by the harbor. I'm going to do kind of a strange loop as we loop our way back onto Highway 1 and head back up the coast of Australia. Oh, I did? Okay, I included a couple of bridges some miles up the road. The Hawkesbury River Railroad Bridge, for one. Had a lot of issues early on. Main attraction being the career mode. I'm sure it's a good simulator. Yeah, since I'm not as into the career mode, but there are people, I mean, the camera too that you saw through break, he's done a lot of the career mode. And he just bypasses the things that are broken. You can just move on to other things. Definitely gets frustrating. But the add-on developers, if we think we're frustrated, the add-on developers are far more frustrated, and I thank them all. Anyone who's developed something like this, that with this level of realism and graphics, I'm very thankful for, because I know it's difficult. I know from talking to them personally and seeing in their Discords. It's not easy. So it's awesome people have that kind of dedication. There's a good example there, the 205 from Taug. That was the 205. Could have been the UH-1. It's Taug, isn't it? All right, I am going to just illegally fly over the airport. Flaps up, flaps 0. Because I love flying over the harbor. I'm pretty sure I still have scenery in here from Orbix for Sydney. Fairly certain I have Orbix Sydney in here. The cranes are not as good as they were in 2024 for some reason. Don't quite understand that. Are my flaps up? They are. Why am I going so slow? Why aren't you getting the speed up? There we go. There's that warning that I don't know what it's for again. Must be a proximity warning. Oh, is it an overspeed? No, it's not overspeed. No, not exactly following procedure. No, don't do that a whole lot here on Flights with Joel. We're not big procedural followers. We don't usually fly big planes, and we just have fun. If I was going to follow procedure, I would also be on ATC. I would find an ATC program that's good and use that. Maybe I don't have the Orbix in here. Maybe this is just the Asobo stuff. I don't know. It's got a lot of containers, a lot of container ships. If you follow procedures, you don't get to see all the cool stuff.
Another one.
You don't get to see all the cool stuff. We land inside we land inside stadiums, on buildings. Have a good time. That's what it's about. Just flight, no rules. Everyone's all spread out because I did something they didn't expect. More Cowboy Cody is here. What's going on? Saw you come in. I didn't say hello. I think I missed the stadium that I was going to try and fly past. There's a horse racetrack and a stadium, and I think I missed it all. How'd I do that? How the heck did I do that? There's a golf course. No, I think this is the horse track here. Here's the horse track, and the stadium's dead ahead. Yeah, so there you go. Horse racing. But yeah, only way I couldn't get past the raised platform missions was helicopter that I wanted to do would be turn on big flight. Oh yeah, and that really sucks. I don't know if they've fixed that yet. It may be fixed in the next update, which is supposed to come out next week. But that is terrible. I mean, that was a lot of people's reason for buying it. And there's been some issues. There have been some issues. Even the rescue missions, I was stuck having to land in the middle of forests. They did not work as described. Oh, the beeping is to do with the autopilot altitude, but I don't have the autopilot on. Oh, it is on. The autopilot altitude is 0 though. It's at 0. So why it is still alerting me. It's still okay. Thank you. Thanks for that. That makes sense. It's because I'm flying too low and having too much fun. So it is the don't have so much fun beep. That is what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing here. So this is downtown Sydney, as we can all recognize. I just recently, I don't know what, I was watching a video. The guy was fishing with a magnet in this harbor. And I never did see what he was supposed to be catching. He had this supposedly really strong magnet. And then after watching 2 parts of these videos, I realized, oh, okay, this is probably, nothing's going to happen here. So, yeah, I'm going to get rid of that beeping by turning that down because we got to do this. We got to do this. Sydney Opera House, Sydney, Australia, still on the bucket list. Electric eels. That's what it is. It's those electric eels. And I do have Orbix in because that amusement park is not included with the standard Asobo fare. So that is part of the Orbix Sydney. Very nice. And then we're back on the run. Back on the run. I'm sure it's hard to make all that work, but in any case, thankful to discover DCS. Been flying helicopters and jets, just different preference. And that's it's awesome that we have at least 3 really good sims to choose from. There's others that started in development and never really got anywhere, but DCS, X-Plane, and Microsoft I think are all great. I prefer this partly because something I didn't know before flying this. I really do like all the scenery and the grass and the trees and the animals. And I have high hopes for where it's going. I think with what they've started here, oh, look at these massive radio towers. Massive towers. Here's a nice view. Wait a minute. Why is that still like that? Why is that? What if I do that? Oh no, that works. Okay. There's a nice view of the entire city. I think the Flight Sim 2024 got better. I think it's getting better and better. It's so much better than when it came out, and it hasn't even been a year. It's about to get way better because they're updating a lot of stuff on SU5, including, from what I understand, I haven't flown the beta, but it looks like 2 more helicopter updates, which is part of what this community cares about. So interesting, this, even for 2020, is how they have all the world. Yeah. How they have it all and the way they have it all, I think is, it's amazing now, and I think it's just going to get more amazing as we go along. I think I'm pretty much on the highway. Oh yeah, I think the highway goes like this way. There's these big radio towers here. I'm trying to kind of find Highway 1. Kind of find it. Wonder if they keep updating your... They will. I think they will. You never know. And sometimes things are promised that don't happen. But I really think they will continue to do that. Because there are a lot of people that, you know, fly those planes. And so that makes it... It's the planes that I fly that don't get updated as often because no one flies them. No one flies them but us. Which is actually amazing because when I... What? Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. My set list all disappeared. My set list in the place I use for music all went away. They just plumb went away. So now I'm gonna just cruise along the highway there. You always fly the Phoenix. I am finding that I have some kind of attention deficit disorder because I'm always wanting to try out new planes. It got worse. I've always been this way, but it got way worse when I started streaming and kind of wanted to show people the latest. I wouldn't always say the greatest, but the latest plane. Why am I... Uh-oh, what happened? Wait a minute. Why am I so slow? Was I climbing a whole lot? What is going on? That is forward. Huh. I guess I just had my power pulled back. Strange. Which is the best part of Australia to fly in? This area here is pretty nice. There's a lot of points of interest. Of course, you won't see them in the big planes. All of Australia, if you're flying the jets, all of it is fun to fly. All the there's 3 major cities, a lot of smaller cities. I think it's all pretty fun to fly around in. It's a nice area, and it's been updated in the past. It's about to get another update, so that's kind of fun. But the Sydney airport is a bespoke airport, and so is the small airport that we came from. Yes, Melbourne, Perth, Sydney. I mean, you can just do flights, to those 3 cities, and you'll see a lot of it. The middle of Australia is pretty dry. Not many people live there, and it's pretty dry and desolate. But if you wanted to, in the real world, if you wanted to find more dangerous things, then that's the place to go. Boy, I really am like... Feels like I lost power, but I didn't. Everything looks fine. Everything's good. 6-knot headwind. There's the one that we're supposed to be on. Oh, Greece is amazing, isn't it? Yeah, Greece is very nice in the sim. Helicopters you can hover around are really... Yeah, we do helicopters every Tuesday here, and actually every Wednesday on Discord. We really... This sim is made for helicopters. Like, you miss a lot, I think, if you're not flying the helis. There's just so much to see. So much to see. Innsbruck, good approach. Everyone seems to love Innsbruck. That's a very popular place. So I think I got my autopilot. I think I got high enough that I got my autopilot to stop beeping. Believe I got it figured out. I could use it for the first time today. Make sure it's all working. On heading as we're really just following a road. There we go. Yeah, the dolphin comes out soon. Looking forward to that. They said a couple of weeks ago coming soon, and now they're putting out more coming soon things. I wonder if they're waiting for SU5 because it might be tested more in there. BO-105 I've already given up on. There was some other helicopter that looked exciting. Learned to snow ski about 30 miles from Innsbruck. Oh, really? Wow. Nice. Do you agree that Italy... oh, yeah. Italy is fun because there's a lot there. There's a lot packed in there. Italy's absolutely amazing. There's so many great areas of the world, you know? It's just... it's wild. Germany's fun too. The guy that's flying that plane right there lives in Germany. Just looking at my flight plan. Oh, our bridges are coming up. Bridges coming soon. Go back to my view. Just as soon as I turn on the autopilot, then I realize I'm about to get to a bridge or two. Germany has some incredible mountains and a couple of great airports. I think I see one of the bridges. There are two of them out here. This is a silly place to turn on my autopilot. I believe I'm making better time than I expected. Perhaps. Also love flying using SimBrief and NavGraph. That's good. SimBrief and NavGraph would be really happy to hear that. Those are awesome tools. It's great that those are available. So I thought one of the bridges was here. Obviously one is right there. One is just over to my right. I know what I need to do. I need to zoom in on my map. This is the Pete's Ferry Bridge, and then we're going to take a little detour to the Hawkesbury River Railroad Bridge. Wait a minute. The ferry bridge should be right here. That doesn't look like anything. That looks like nothing. Because this is a railroad bridge. Are they closer than I'm thinking? I might have to loop around and find this. That's not anything. I don't think I can go under this railroad bridge. Here is also the pearl farm. There's a pearl farm here? I can't turn my autopilot off completely, can I? It won't like completely shut off for me. No, we're not. I don't think we're gonna make it under this bridge. This is the Hawkesbury Railroad Bridge. It's pretty nice. So this is what we often check out. Oh, there we go. Speedy Pro's going for it. He's got it. Oh, and there's an old section that's gone. Well, I'm gonna have to turn around and go under it. You cheated it on G-Maps. All right, we'll try it. I haven't crashed today. The problem with this aircraft is if I crash, it may really crash. It might like do bad things because it has some realism built in. So nope, not gonna do it. I don't want to crash it. Now let's look at this second bridge and see if it is anything. Do you ever watch SimFest UK guys? Sim Feast? I'm not sure. I don't think I do. There's a simmer named Two-Tone Murphy that I watch a lot. He's the one who inspired me to stream. I was just on the Microsoft official stream with CDL. He used to have a stream before he went, oh, I'm not going to make that either. Okay, so that's the first bridge that I missed. It does look good. It looks great. Another extremely low bridge and some power lines. Ooh, I'm crazy. There are so many streams out there about simulator streams out there. Just so many. Absolutely amazing. Oh, wait. What have I got over here? He's also going above. Above and above. Look at them all. Look at all these folks. That really seems too low. Too low to make. Let's see how Seoul Skyline does. Nope, see, not going for it. Smart, smart. I wouldn't do it. Marco made it! Nicely done. Nicely done. And I don't want to freeze the sim either because it might break this aircraft. Excellent. We'll just, I'm just going to circle, so see if anyone else wants to go under here. I see a lot of people going over it and being smart because that, Speedy Pro did not make it. Speedy Pro missed it. That's what I was afraid of. And then if you do that in this aircraft, I think I have to reload it because it really breaks. Whoa! Because it is a more detailed aircraft. It will break big time. Big time breakage. And it looks like there's some kind of dam or maybe a lock right there. Something like that. Maybe it's just another, it's just a little land bridge to that island. It's another little land bridge. Back on the route. Those were nice. Those were well done. There's all kinds of stuff around here that's not in the sim. Just points of interest on a map. And you did it. All right. Perhaps now, let me switch my screen again, and I can troubleshoot what the heck is going on with my music player. Oh, well, that's rather depressing. Epidemic Sounds, which is who I use for music so I don't get copyright strikes. It just disappeared my playlists completely. They are gone. Oh, whoops, I probably shouldn't have reloaded it while I was playing something. There they are. There they are. Okay, jeez. Jeez Louise, that worked. Oh, and now there's another bridge coming up. 3.4 miles. Well, a little bit longer because I'm going to follow the highway. We have another bridge to try. Maybe it'll be one I can make. I know, seems silly, and it is, but I love going around, checking out all the bridges. It's a good time. Good times, great places. Also, what is with this weather? I just realized how nice it has been today. Once again, I do have real weather on, I think. And it seems to be gorgeous. Let me check that. Let me just see if I do. Yep, live weather. 14C. 3-knot wind. Hardly any clouds. Nice. Oh, is that the bridge? That is it. Okay, no. Really? It's another one that doesn't look like much. Did I miss it? Oh, I see. Now I see it. I can get back around for a good shot at it. A good shot. Am I just flying in circles now without any aim? Did I? There it is. There it is. Okay, I think I can do it this time. I definitely am going to get the autopilot warning. But this is a nice bridge. Oh, I couldn't get red herring going under it because I'm doing it at the same time. There it is. Oh, no! Whoa, that looks close. That looked really close, and then there's power lines once again. I'll do another circle around in case someone wants to go under it. Stunt flying in a Cessna 208. Not recommended. Oh, I didn't get around in time. Wow. Good thing I had it on the other camera. Oh yeah, nice. Nice. Someone's landing on it. Red herring going under again. Let me see if I can get a better approach to this thing. Oh, nope, nope. That's a worse approach. Oh my gosh, I completely missed it. I'm not giving myself time. All right, enough of that. I got one. I got one pass. I'm just kind of moving on before I break things. Or I completely break something. Here we go. Oh, did you hit the power lines? The power lines are right there. There's not much breathing room. Not much breathing room at all. Oh my gosh. Yesterday, one of the things I was going to remember is to back up my my aircraft and scenery. So I hope I remember to do that before I get the update. Although many times I've had the update, it hasn't mattered. Hasn't mattered at all. I was flying blind for a second as I looked at my desktop. My add-on linker, I need to back that up. Big time. Kind of still trying to figure out why I was getting so much more speed earlier. I guess I just had more, yeah, I just had more throttle. I just had more throttle in. Back over to the coast. That's not, well, it's Central Coast, but that is, it says it, oh no, that's a lake. Takura Lake or Tukurara Lake. Tukara Lake. How crazy. It's so weird having a lake that close to the ocean. At least a lake that big. I thought I was hearing someone else's aircraft. You missed a waypoint where the M1 goes over into the A1. I'm not surprised. What did I miss? I've hit 3 bridges and 2 airports and downtown Sydney. Oh, some of the waypoints don't come through on my little nav map, so I miss them. Sometimes I miss waypoints because I'm using little nav maps and it doesn't have everything. It just doesn't have everything. Okay, let's turn this autopilot back on. There we go. Perfect. And Alt is already on. Put it on heading. Why are you diving? There we go. There we go. Well, that got my speed up. That got me going. Absolutely. Another racetrack that looks like horse racing again. That would be my guess. Of course, it's probably wrong. What does that say? Wyong Race Club and Function Center. It just says Race Club and Function Center. Pavilion Events Central Coast. Wyong Race Club and Function Center. Oh no, I think that's automobiles. Christian Buchanan Racing. Yeah, that's some kind of auto racing. I don't know what kind. Now I'm way too zoomed in on my map and I don't know what I'm doing. There's an airport just below me. There it is. If you want another touch and go, there's an airport right there. Looks like Novasef might have grabbed it. For some reason, I didn't think I needed that airport on the flight. It would have been fine. Would have been okay to have that. It's not far to the next airport, though. Not far at all. There's a lot of stuff going on out here as far as airports and ports, helipads, hundreds of helipads. Can't see the ships from here, but there's a lot of ships in that lake. Well, maybe they're boats. They could be just boats, little boats. Not so much ships, little boats. Don't mind me, I'm just looking around at my autopilot. Everything looks good. Everything's looking good now. And we are now at the M1. So what did I miss, Beethoven, on the M1 and the A1? Was there a little, is there a plaque there or something? Is there a marker saying that you're switching from the A1 to the M1? Next big lake on the right is Lake Macquarie. Lake Macquarie. Macquarie. Just out there. That one there. Those lakes are massive too. Huge. I don't think I have any other waypoints marked. There's simply a lot of helipads and stuff on the way. Oh, that was weird. On my left is Avondale University, just out there where I'm looking. Dora Creek, we just passed over, just there. That's Dora Creek going down into the lake. Some kind of industrial mining operation, it looks like. Oh, Origin Energy. There's an energy and power station over there. Over there. This bit here. It looks like a mining operation. I'm not sure what you're showing me there. I looked at that map. I'm not sure what it is. Oops, I'm not sure what it means. Have a hard enough time just staying on the A1. There it is. Oh, that right there looks like a coal mine. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why it's an energy company. It does look like a coal mine with a coal power station. Ah. They use coal in Australia still? That's surprising because they seem to have a lot of alternative energy projects. That is exactly what it looks like. It didn't say much on my map. Delta Force Paintball Newcastle is just below us. We're just going right down there if you want to do some paintball. Just down there. Did I get totally off my plan? No, just a little. Just a little. I'm going to have to go to the right now. I have a 5-knot wind for Elmore Vale Airport, which is our second to the last. Is that right? Second to the last. Oh, because there was nothing in between this airport coming up and and the last airport. There was nothing out there. Okay, let's go over here. This airport's at 4 feet. 4 feet. So I think 1,000 feet will be a good way to approach. What is that? Somebody dropped a bomb on us. Or was that indicating that I'm the bomb? Grandpa Glizzy. Grandpa Glizzy just dropped a bomb. Yeah, I think that was an indicator that I am the bomb. Boy, that was... Now I can't get it to descend. Why does it go to 0 and stop? There we go. That's what I want. Okay, by now I'm probably past the airport. No, I'm good. I am good. That looks like another mining operation just below me. There we go. January 2026, Origin Energy announced that the lifespan of the plant would again be extended to 30 April 2029 due to a slower than expected rollout of renewables. Aha! They're having that same issue in Hawaii. One of the big issues in Hawaii is enough people to build renewable energy sources. Just enough manpower to get it happening. All right, I should see an airport any second. Coming into a good height above ground. Australia exports billions of dollars of coal to China. Oh, do they really? So it's also, it's not just for energy, it's a revenue source. A massive energy source. Well, China has one of the biggest renewable energy programs, I think, in the world. But a lot of that is because they have so many people and they need a ton of energy. They need a lot of energy. All right, now why didn't you... There we go. Alt. Where's my airport? Where is it? It's supposed to be right here. Right here. Is that it? Oh, that's it. Okay. Autopilot off. I was playing around with my autopilot. And there is, Australia coal mines are also more in the north. Playing around with my autopilot once again. There's the freaking airport. Oh, I'm not going to make this. I'm going to have to do a go around. Aren't I? What if I just do like CDL and do a massive crab and then put all my flaps in. There, uh-oh, I broke it. Oh no. I broke something. What does that say? I don't know what that says. I have to stop just to figure out what I broke. Come on. There we go. Stop, 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 stop. You folks have maintenance here? Is this a maintenance hangar? Whoa, look at all those planes coming in. Ooh, nice. That was good. That was good. My flaps up one. Who's next? That looks like Marco. That is not Marco. That is just before Marco. Nope, Marco is in front, and just behind him is Blah Formula. And I think Nova stuff is coming in just after that. Well, I haven't done this for a while. I used to do this every stream. We just jump over here and watch people land. There's Nova stuff. There's Photoman. There's Anturg. And whoop, somebody did a touch and go. Storm. Dipe. Dipe's touchdown in the 9:30, I think. I think that is the 9:30. We got the Corvallis coming in with Storm. Little to the side of the runway. Red Heron is out there somewhere. Oh, Red Heron is cameraing. Cameraing a boot. Doing the same thing I'm doing. Okay, so another check inside my plane, and I will see what's going on. What is going on? I have a... Oh, fuel. We're out of fuel. Oh, nice stop. We've got fuel right down there at the end of the runway. This is why I built this one in. And 28%. And why is it using the right more than the left, you think? Is that normal? Why did it do that? Did I close one of these earlier? No, they're both open. Huh. Well, that is peculiar. Okay, we'll just top it off. Top off of the fuel. I think that will work. Turn my annunciator off. So all that reckless flying was okay. It just wanted fuel. It wants more fuel so I can do more reckless flying. Let me put the brakes on. Pull that back as much as I can. And I am simply going to stand for about a minute. About a minute of standing, and we'll be off to our last airport. Oh, I know what I need to try that. Yeah, we'll just do that then. One moment. BRB. We are back. According to Google, it's still one of their main sources of domestic electricity generation. Coal is then? You're saying coal? Surprisingly, it's still one of our main sources of electrical energy. It's one of the biggest polluters in the U.S. Not cars, not trucks, not planes. Coal. Definitely not muscle cars. Those are not the things causing pollution. Cow farts. Cow farts are a problem as far as global warming goes. That methane. However, if I think I have my facts right, which I only think I do, they're not a big as far as air pollution. It's not a big part of our air pollution problem. It's not a small part, but compared to automobiles, jet aircraft, unfortunately, commercial jets are a huge part, even though they're getting more efficient. So I don't like hearing that because I want to fly more, you know. So I hate hearing about that they pollute. That's no good. Just don't breathe when you're in them. The air in a commercial jet is supposedly very clean. Something we found out during the whole pandemic thing. When you're in a jet, that air is clean. It's if you're riding behind the engines, outside, it's not as clean. Give a hoot, don't pollute. Oh boy. That was a minute ago. No one listened. Okay, some of us did. The levels are lower than they were in the 70s. I know that. Definitely lower than the 70s. You ever see photographs of the 50s and 60s in Los Angeles? Wow. You can barely see. It just looks like fog, but it's not fog. It's pollution. All right, flaps coming up. And, oh, that's my problem. I need to put my props forward. Props full forward. Now I've got a little more power. People fart more than cows. Well, that's possible. People only have one stomach, though. It's different. And we're much smaller. People probably do fart more than cows. And everyone poops. There's a whole book about it for kids. Now we're going to start getting into all kinds of crazy stuff. We are 7 billions. And how many cows? How many cows does it take to feed 7 billion people? Of course, not everyone eats cows, but an awful lot of people do. That was my 80s, that was the 80s TV theme song there. We just threw in there. I don't know from what show, just some 80s show. Some generic 80s show. There's a military base just over to, well, ahead of us and to the right. Hey, how about putting the flaps in? There you go. Good idea, man. That'll fly better. There we go. Let's cruise. Williamtown Military. Yankee Whiskey Lima Mike. I'm still looking for my highway. Where did it go? Oh, okay, it's just there. I think it's where I'm looking. Just there. There it is, found it. Going off into the distance. All right, about 70 miles left of this Sunday cruise on the one in Australia. Great to see everyone, as always. There's the little group. Cobra is flying the Vertigo, but he's way back there. That is a very fast aircraft. Oh, that's the A28 Piper Aerostar. I thought I saw that earlier. Another one of the fantastic planes in this sim. This little simulation we got here. I never turn my fuel pump off. I guess it doesn't care. Oh, yes, I did. It's on normal. Okay, I did. Turned it from on to normal. I'm trying to just trim it out and see how well it trims out. I think I'm messing with it too much. There we go. I'm almost there. It's almost perfectly in trim. Really close. '80s music best for flying. It totally does sound like '80s music, doesn't it? It's pretty good flying music. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm seeing yet another spot that looks like a racetrack. There are so many racetracks in Australia. Look at that. Is that a dirt bike? Oh, and then that looks like more racing, possible motocross or something. Just out there. I wonder if it says anything. On the, oh yeah, Ranch MX. Circuit Italia. Circuit Italia. That's a little Italian circuit track. Those are definitely racetracks. Australia is into the racing. How am I doing? Okay, I only gained less than 100 feet. Almost got it wired. Almost got it wired in there. The A1 is called Pacific Highway at this spot. We have a Pacific a PCH in Oregon. Pacific Coast Highway, I think it is. Is that right? No, I can't remember. This this highway is not even that old compared to highways in America and a lot of other countries. It's a network of highways that circumnavigate the country, joining all mainland capital cities except the national capital, Canberra, at a total length of approximately 14,500 kilometers. 9,000 miles, longest national highway in the world, surpassing the Trans-Siberian Highway, over 11,000 kilometers, or 6,800 miles, and the Trans-Canada Highway, 8,030 kilometers, or 4,990 miles. Over 1 million people traverse some part of the highway network every day. It's the longest continuing highway in the world, as the Pan American Highway is separated by the Darién Gap and AH1 is separated by the Sea of Japan. However, it is not the longest continuous stretch of highway, as both the northern section of the Pan American Highway and the continental section of AH1 still outmeasure it. Isn't the hiking trail called the Pacific Crest? The hiking trail is called the Pacific Crest Trail. Yes, it's almost 2,000 miles. I had someone that's like a friend of my brother's from childhood who hiked a good portion of it. I think almost 1,000 miles before his knee gave out. But yeah, Pacific Crest Trail is the hiking trail that goes from Mexico to Canada. And it's very close to 2,000 miles. It's like 1,900 and something. It was really interesting talking to somebody who hiked a good bit of it. Broad? I think that must mean bridge. Where? There, that little bridge? We got bridges all over the place. A little high now. Up in the air. I have a series of flight plans that cover the Pacific Crest. We've kind of done the Pacific Crest Trail in that we've done the 5. We've done that. So when we did the Pan American Highway, we did just west of the Pacific Crest Trail. Just a little west. I was going to do it before I decided to stop streaming. That would be a good one. It would be a good one. I am diving for some reason. I just started diving towards the earth. Oh, I guess because someone said bridge. I started getting lower as if I was going to go under a bridge. I apologize. I'm a bit high, Big Bird, for going under bridges. I'm a bit far up. Now it looks like dirt. This looks like a dirt road down there. You see a lot of, oh, yeah, it looks like dirt road. And there's a road that goes next to the main highway. We have a lot of lanes down there, a lot of traffic. Why are you turning like that? Don't do that. What the heck? Huh. That's better. Just gonna try some camera stuff. Yes, we are on the A1, yes. We're already on the A1. We crossed a while back. A little while back. to see if these cameras work today. Nope, that does not work today. Ah, there we go. That's what I need, that one. Okay. Now these cameras work. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, I'm moving now. I didn't realize. Oh, because I descended. I descended without pulling any throttles back, but I didn't descend too fast. I just descended fast, but not like too fast. Not crazy fast. I just wanted to get a little closer to the road. See what we're looking at down here. This all sounds like 80s music. This was supposed to be Australian music. This is what the Epidemic Sound gave me when I put in Australia. It gave me all these 80s sounding things. I don't know what the deal is. Flipper Alloy, good evening. Welcome in. Welcome to Australia. I'm playing around with my cameras, and I'm not even on there. Helicopters will work best. We'll be flying... What? Oh my gosh, that's the wrong plane. I'm sorry I didn't put the plane in. I didn't change that for Stream Elements. This is the Black Square 208. The Black Square Cessna 208. Nobody's even used that for a while. Nicely done. Nicely done. Oh, but I have to switch my cameras. Why didn't that work? That is what I'm flying, which is the Cessna. What you were seeing was the Kodiak, which is camera 2. This is the Black Square 208. The Caravan. Black Square Caravan. Really great aircraft. Really great. I've not even been into the back today. Didn't even set anything up. There we go. Let's go back here. Very nice. Not long to go at all. No, we're getting very close. I extended a teeny bit by getting on the freeway and following the freeway more. Look at all the people this holds. It holds so many people. We'll open those doors when we land because those are also nice. Also a fantastic little bit. Crawford River is just behind us. This is Baladea, I think. I can't pronounce it. I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. Baladella. Baladella. Just there. When we get into the towns, the roads always look much better. As soon as we get slightly out of towns. To the right. Oh, the A1 goes to the right. Oh, yes, you're right. It does. Yes, it does. It's right there. I started to follow it, and then when you said to the right, I was like, what is he talking about? It's right there. You are correct. It goes to the right. Are you following along on the map? That's crazy. There are some people on it. Let me get over it. Let me get back on track. Get us back on track. Oh my, is it that time already? Woo! Alrighty. Thank you. Somebody brought me coffee. Just amazing. Uh-oh. Fuel again? Why am I getting this? Oh, chip detector. Uh-oh. What did I do now? Did I really just run? Oh, yep. I ran it too hard. Look at that. I was running it over. If you run it over the max, it will get mad at you. So the chip detector is the prop, right? Like the prop transmission. You're following. Maybe I find something interesting. Oh, nice. And you know, I can fix that just by getting into the Sky Command. Wildly talented and legendary voice. How you doing, sir? Welcome in. Just in time to get my coffee. Oh, I have to put myself on screen for a second. Cheers. Cheers, Mr. Sky Command. Mmm. Mmm. Now my road is getting blurry. Is there something in my coffee? Road's got really blurry down there. I actually bumped the mic with the cup and did a little ASMR. Ooh, coffee. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna check my engine. Now, usually when that comes on, it tells me that I blew up the engine almost. So the engine is now at 22%. It's in critical condition. Which would mean you really would need to land. So I'll just hit this instead. Yeah, I'm sure. Repair the engine because that's ridiculous. Just because I don't pay attention to what I'm doing, just because I fly Carinado aircraft all the time, and you can't break them, just because occasionally we fly in a Sobo aircraft, and it won't break. 28 nautical miles to go. We are almost there on the day for this evening. What is today? Sunday? I guess it is. Oh, my map doesn't say how many miles to go because the plan. I would have had to put the plan in manually. Does anybody want to watch me take longer to start and put in the plans manually before we start flying? I know some streamers that do an hour of start and then a 3-hour stream. Oh, you estimated it. I think you're close. I thought you actually had had the map figured out. Let me have a look here. I can measure it here. Marco knows. So if we go to measure distance, and then 24 nautical miles, even on the highway here, even just going along the highway probably. Intercrosser, welcome in. Doing okay. I only broke the airplane twice. Little nav map says 23 nautical miles. Well, you're ahead of me then. I got 24 on little nav map. You are. I think it's 23 by now. 23 by now. And it's pretty out here. It's very nice. This part of the road's looking good. Parts of it look really good. Parts of it look not as good. One day I will test the altitude functionality. This will fly at much higher altitudes than what I usually fly, than what we usually fly on these flights. I see these flying around here a lot on the FlightAware.
My name is Jeff.
They fly them from Portland to Medford. Portland to Medford. See a flight there. Jeff, how's it going? Welcome in, Jeff. Did you just come back? Because you were here earlier. or did you just miss playing that sound? Gotta get that in. Gots to get it in. You've been here. Boy, now when I get done with this, I get to go move some rocks. Won't that be fun? Get to go move some rocks. That's a pretty nice shot. Pretty nice shot. The Kodiak. The bear. Anyone here seen that movie Marty Supreme? I watched that last night. Stayed up late. Marty Supreme. Anyone? No, unknown. Unknown. Oh, okay. Interesting. It was a big deal. Big deal around here in the U.S. Won Academy Awards and stuff. Lots of awards. No one, huh? No one watched the movie. Interesting. It's about a ping pong player. Loosely based on a real person. IDK, don't know the German name of it, so maybe, maybe not. Oh, okay. Yeah, it may have been a different... In Germany, it may have been different. Most likely, huh? Oh, we're coming up to our airport. It's a 4,000-foot runway. It's at 26 feet. I have a 1-knot wind. A 1-knot wind.
Do a flip!
So what? So you've got your choice of runway 3. It's a grass runway. You've got oh, there's paved and grass. I'm gonna go for 04. You've got 4 runways you can pick from. 04 will be mine. That's almost a straight in. Who said that? Was that Marco? It is Marco. Cheese and crackers. All right, let's see if I can. Let's see if it'll break. It is a standard utility aircraft, I believe. I should know this. So doing a flip should not be a big deal, but let's see if it breaks the chip again. If I do a flip, I'm gonna need some alt. Need at least 3,000 feet here. Because I don't trust it. Better switch away from me. Oh, really? You think it would, that would... But if I don't... If I leave it on you... No one will know how good it was. Bad. No one will... I could say anything. I could make up any story. Always ready. Always ready to come back in. Here we go! 2,000. 1,000 to go. We'll do a flip, and as we come out of... We'll do a barrel roll. As we come out of the roll...
Living in a van down by the river!
As we come out of the roll, we will land. Just as we come out. Drama 32 redeemed when you're living in a van down by the river. It is a classic, absolute classic. Always fun. Always, always fun. Okay, let's see how this thing does. See how it does in a roll. Autopilot's off, right? Yep, autopilot's off, all good. We'll just assume we did a clearing turn. I do know who wrote that skit, yeah. That was Better Call Saul. Saul Goodman wrote that skit. Oh, it did make some noise. Because I got overspeed. I got a little overspeed. I didn't pull the nose up enough. And that was fun. This is no pedals. Without rudder. It's a little bit more sloppy. There's probably someone... Oh, now it's way overspeed. Okay, pull that nose up. Pull that nose up. Don't want the wings to come off. There's probably someone, Bob Odenkirk. That's him. Yes, Bob Odenkirk. That is the man. They actually did it for a long time during their, when they were in Second City together. It was an old skit for them. They had done it a lot. So it's one of those things. Becomes a classic. I wonder how much it changed from when he first wrote it to when it made it onto Saturday Night Live. I kind of think it was Chris Farley, though, who put the fake table out for the skid at the last minute. Allegiant Aviation, hello, welcome in. Just about to wrap up the flight. We're talking about the living in a van down by the river sketch because someone played that soundbite. First degree of flaps in. This should be fine. I should be fine. I'm a little bit high, so it's a bit steep. Second degree of flaps in. Nice long runway. You can see the grass runway from here. See them both. I do remember you. I do. I remember, that's an easy name to remember. Allegiant Aviation. Absolutely. Here we go. Slowing it down, one more degree of flaps. Probably kind of late to put those in. That's okay. See if I can do as well. I have no wind. I had 2 really nice landings. There we go, there we go. It's long, really long. This would not do on a short runway. Oh man. I love the sound. The sound of those wheels on this aircraft are just amazing. So I don't think it'll fully stop in beta. Will it fully stop the aircraft? I'm gonna let it. It should bring it to a complete stop. Nope. It will not. Okay. That's all right. Let's not break it. We've done enough with the breakage today. Enough. And yeah, pretty good flight. Things went pretty well. I'm gonna open the doors. My Aerostar lost the crankshaft on engine 1 shortly after takeoff, and I had, oh my gosh, that's awesome that you flew the leg on engine 1. That is great. So did you get it fixed on at the Aviation Museum? To get it fixed there, since that's almost a museum piece? that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now you get a big builder. Yeah, no kidding. Big time. Maybe it's a runner. Oh wait, no, he's talking about the in the sim. He's talking about that aircraft right there. That guy right there, the A600. Although, you know, plenty of people have real sim stories. The people who designed that flew the real one. Let's see. Leave that. I just want to get the lights. Well, we'll turn those off in a second. Pull the cord. Just love hearing this. There's a lot of other noise. This looks way better than the Asobo version. Far, far better. Avionics. All the other switches. Switch off. Brakes. And then we'll go to the back and we'll open the back doors. Because it's, I love the back doors. Love that stuff. Battery. Now, I almost tried to use the wrong thing to go to the back. This way. Back here. Yeah, group photo, hold on. Let me get to the back of my plane. This one here. We'll open both doors because they're just awesome. And then that. There we go. There we go. So there's the air stairs there, and then there's a cargo door here. Oops, that's the same thing. There we go. Isn't that cool? Isn't that awesome? Now I'll jump out and I'll be way up at the front. There we are. But let me check this out. Look at that. Oh, I left the flaps out. Well, that way we can check them before we leave again. There we are. Love this aircraft. It's great. Oh, and I should have grabbed the keys and opened the cargo again. Yeah, since I'm out here, let's do that. Let's get back in here, go to the front, and there. Look at these. Look at this. Grab the keys. I just discovered this today, and all your cargo stuff is open. All your cargo's open. And actually, if I put something in there, I think it'll fill stuff up. Plane, performance checklist, aircraft information, fuel cargo, quick fill, load aircraft. Watch this, it's gonna be amazing, it's gonna be crazy. Oh, I saw the weight go in, but I don't actually see any stuff. I am so disappointed. I was sure there was going to be stuff in there. Did it put it in the plane? No. Oh, maybe. Wait a minute. Did it put it inside? No. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, well. I swear it worked for me last time I tried this. No, not today. No beer cans. Nothing. Nothing. There's Marco. Anyone else for the group photo? Come on out, folks. Oh, hey, there goes the T-34. Ah, yes. Got another taker over here. There's another one. Debo Fly. Where did I just see some... I think it was an Australian maker is making a version of the Huey that's very advanced and hardly anyone has actually made. Oh, I thought we had another one, another taker over there. All right. Let's see if this works. Last time, this should work today. Resource exceeds memory. Oh, shush. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. That's great. You don't know what you're saying. I forgot to take any photos today. I'm going to take a couple right now. Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much. It's time for me to go over to my soundboard and do that. It's time for that.
Arrived at our destination.
Thanks for watching Flights with Joel.
You are all awesome. We'll see you next time. I had a good time. I hope you did too. Oh, what is that? Or the group photo. I missed that one. So Tuesday, I'm kind of hoping we have an updated helicopter or two, because I will fly them if we do. And if we don't, we'll just have a good time anyway. We'll just fly what we have, as we always do. Say hello to the next streamer as we raid out. And I think that's all I have to say. I think that's the end of my speech for the day. Thank you, Kobo. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Red Heron, and everyone. And everyone as well.
From takeoff to landing, every mile, Joel made us laugh and made us smile. Come again for high flying fun. Adventures with Joel have just begun. So thanks for watching. What a ride.
Darn, I thought I closed it. I thought I closed my OBS. I didn't.
Join us next time for adventures new. Joel leading in the sky so blue. Woo! Flights with Joel.
Oh yeah, there we go.
What a show. Laughter, thrills, and fun did flow. Thanks for watching. What a ride. Flights with Joel. See you next time.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.